Hey, what's up everyone? This is Evan Carthy from evancarthy.com. Today we're going to look at Apple stock, AAPL. Pretty sure just about everybody who will listen to this or see the blog post has heard of Apple before. And what we're going to do, we're going to look at it for the rest of 2019, some potential target areas where we're looking at it for a hit. The post isn't yet live, but as soon as I complete the video, I'm going to upload it to the post, and then we'll be able to take a look at that because there's several charts inside the post, and I just want to do a quick video real quick to go over them all. So what we're going to start with over here, this is the weekly chart, and in the post when you see it, it's actually going to be the last chart on here just because obviously this is the last one I did for the blog post for it. And so what we're looking at right here, this is a excuse me, a new trade setup that came to me again for meditating. If you haven't started meditating, start doing it. It's awesome. It really has changed my game for as far as trading goes. And so what we're looking at right here is this yellow circle down here. That is the bottom anchor pivot point, and the one up here is the upper pivot point for it. And so as you see, price came down and hit the 76.4% level. Excuse me, not 78.6. I used the 76.4 level just because it is the mirror reverse of the 23.6, and the 78.6, all that is the square root of the 61.8. So it's really not a Fibonacci number. And so what I'm just looking to do is the mirror opposite of the 50% either way for it. So probably either one is fine, probably nitpicking right here, but it's just my preference for the reason why I use it. And so we are looking at the 76.4% level. So price comes down, retraces down right there to it, and then where all the action is going to start happening is going to be up here in these boxes up here, because the 423.6 extension level is very, very interesting. There is usually a lot of action for it. And so what I've noticed is when price retraces down to the 76.4 level, then on the move up here, we can usually expect a lot of movement either right here, this is the 423.6 level, or up here at the 523.6% level. You'll notice over here it says negative 3.23, negative 4.236. The reason why those are different is when I go off the negative side rather than using the positive side down here below, it reduces it by 100%. So it's actually, this is the 423.6% level. So just to clarify that. And this right here, the negative 2.618 is actually the 361.8 Fibonacci extension level. So as we can see, again, this is a weekly chart. So there's obviously a long time frame going on all the way back till about 2011-ish for when this trade setup got started for it. So what we're looking at right here is when price goes up here and hits the 423.6 extension level, which is the top of the blue box, that green line right there. We'll zoom in a little bit more right here. What we are looking at is for it to be a short trade, and then the exit would be down here at the bottom of the blue box or the red line, which again is the 361.8% Fibonacci extension level, and that's going to be around, let's say, about 234, 235 right there. So that would be the first entry, first exit. But if the price continues to go up without hitting that exit and goes up here and hits this other green line, which is the 523.6% extension level at about $314, then we move the exits up here to the 423.6 level, or the bottom of the yellow box. I like to make mine just slightly above it, just to make sure you get out. So say about $269, $270. So that would be the second move for it, and the exit would move up there. But if price comes down, hits 423, comes down here, takes it out before hitting the 523 level, then the move is over. Don't get in at the 523 level. But if it doesn't come down and hit this, goes up there and hits it first, then we move the exits up to right here, and then we just leave them right there. We don't move again. So even if price continues to go up some more, you can continue to get in at short at other levels, but the exit does not move. It stays down just about at the 423.6% level, just a little bit north of it, down there at about 264, 265-ish, right around there. So that is how that trade setup goes right there. Now for the next trade, we are going to go look at the daily chart, and this one right here, this is a pretty popular trade setup. This isn't one I use. I know a lot of people use this trade setup right here, which is fine, which is why we're going to go over it. And we're going to need to add one more extension level down here to the bottom of it. So we're using this pivot point down here, $142 right here, and this pivot point up here, 215.31, close enough. And then let me go ahead and add the 61.8 just so you can see it for reference on the chart. So as you can see, price came down, hit the 50% level, and then bounced off very strongly up to 61.8. Now, for the way some people trade, they don't like seeing price coming down, hit the 61.8. They think that invalidates the trade. I disagree. I think if you see a lot of rejection right here, the 61.8 just means there's a little bit deeper retracement. So the exit that we're looking for right here is going to be the 123.6 extension level, which is the orange line, at about $232. So as you can see from this setup right here, it's a very nice looking setup, very nice kind of V-shaped right there, which seems to be going up pretty solid. So my target for 2019 for Apple is $232. Not saying it's guaranteed to get there from this trade setup, but when you see something that looks like to be that solid and that clear of a setup right there, that is the exit we're looking for this move to be complete. And it would coincide with these last highs up here, 229, 233, so it would coincide back up there with those. So that is just the 50% pullback trade, and the exit level looking at is going to be about $232 right there at the 123.6 extension level. So now this next one I want to show, this next one is actually completed, but it is very important to show because the more short setups that are completed, then that means it's only going to be long setups that we're currently in, which increases the odds that the long setups are going to go up and get filled, such as the last one I showed. So this one right here is going to be what I call, again, these names are not original at all, they're just based upon Fibonacci levels, the way I describe them. It's going to be the 76.4% pullback short, and this one is actually completed. So what we're looking for right here is we're looking for, I'm going to zoom in right here, show you the pivot points used. We're using this pivot point right here. The high of that is 224.23. Let me highlight it right here. I think we're using that. Was that one we're using, or is it one other one right here? I'm sorry, real quick. Let me see. No, it's this one right here. I apologize here real quick. We're actually using this one. All right, let me delete that. Let me go draw one more right here. So we're using this high right here of 227.27 and this low right here of 206.09. Perfect. So we're using that pivot point high, that pivot point low. See, price came up here, just ticked the 76.4% level. So then if you're looking for the trade down here, it didn't quite actually hit the 423.6% long right there. No big deal. But what we do is when price hits that 76.4 in that move, comes down and hits the 123.6 extension level, then what that does is that sets the anchor for what we're going to use for our swing point high of how we're going to trade this right here. So that sets it right there. Hit the 76.4 in the retracement, came down here, hit the 123.6. That completes the move. That sets the anchor point. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go drag this all the way down here to the very bottom of this move, around $142. We got the 142.35. Let's see if I can get it to 141.92. Close enough. 8 cents off. Close enough. So then that was the lows of the end of 2018, beginning of 2019. So how this trade works? Let me take off the 61.8 because we do not use that in this trade. And the trading software, charting software I'm using is TradingView. And so, oops, let me close that. Oh, there we go. All right. So we are looking at right here. There's the bottom of the pivot point, and let me go highlight that one. So we're using that bottom, that one high right there. Price comes back up. So the first entry we're looking at for this trade setup right here is at 76.4% level, and you see price come up here, hit that perfectly, and then the exit we'd be looking for down here is the 50% level. So this is a completed trade, but I want to show that because that short setup is complete, and that's why I do believe from what I just showed in the previous, that price is going to go back up here, and I think it was around the 222, 233 level. I think it's 232 level, excuse me, before we looked from that last setup of where I'm looking for price to go up there and hit it. So price already came, hit the 76.4, came down, hit the 50%, bam, that trade's done. So if you did get in that trade, if I had traded this is what I would have done. I would have my short right about on that level, say about 207, probably about $207 even. I like using round numbers rather than decimal numbers. So 207, and then I like to have my exit slightly above the hard exit. So the hard exit would be down here about the 50% level at about 184.93. I'd probably have mine up about 186-ish, something like that, just to ensure that if it kind of did not make it all the way down, but got close enough for me to consider it complete, I would still get out. So let's say about 186.50, something like that. So it would have been short up here at about 207, got out about let's say 187 right there for about a $20 profit. Yeah, taking it. Of course, I didn't do it that way. I'm not going to short Apple stock pretty much ever, especially the way they're going right now. But just using this as the example for it. So that one's completed. And then the only other thing that could happen for it right now is when the price hits at 76.4% level. If it didn't go down and hit the 50% level right away, but went up and hit the 100% level, you would short right there again, and then you'd move the exit to the 76.4% level, and that'd get you out of the trade right there. But it's only if the 50% didn't get hit, which it did, so this trade setup is over. But just want to show how that one is complete. So that short up setup is complete, and to be honest, scanning the other time frames for the charts, there weren't any other short setups that I could find for it. I mean, there may have been one like a 15-minute chart, but I'm not worried about that. I was looking for a little bit longer time frames, the hourly chart, which I'll show you here real quick. But I did not see anything based upon the way I trade for the trade setups I'm looking for to be a short setup, even on the hourly chart right here. There's nothing I can find any of the 76.4% trades that I was looking for, and I was even looking for the 423% trades going up here, but again, couldn't find that since price needs to retrace back to 76.4. So for the intern for the rest of the year, I mean, based upon my setups, it's looking pretty strong that Apple definitely could go from down here, 142, 215, up to about the 232, 233 level up there before the end of the year. Not saying it's guaranteed to going to happen. Personally, I have no plans to own Apple within the next 2 days, the next 48 hours, and I wouldn't get in right here anyways, because if I was doing this trade, I would have gotten in down here at the 50% level, and look, that would be the exit right there. So this is way off that thing. If I did trade that way, I think I said a little bit ago, this isn't a trade set that I personally use to trade, but I do know a lot of people do, and it is a good way to analyze the market for it. So that's my prediction for the rest of 2019. Looking for the 232, 233-ish level for Apple to get hit. So hope that helps clarifying thing based in the post. It's going to go up here in just a little bit, and if you'd like to see me go over anything else, please let me know. Thanks. Have a good one.